Take a deep breath, settle your heart, and listen to these words. Even when life feels uncertain, even when you stand at a crossroads with no clear direction, remember this truth. God will make a way even when you cannot see it. Sometimes the road before us looks blocked, the doors we prayed for remain shut, the path seems hidden in shadows. We all know those moments of profound stillness, when the path forward seems to have vanished. The silence can be deafening, the weight of our circumstances immense. In those moments, it is so easy to believe that we are stuck, that we have been forgotten by the world, or worse, left behind by God Himself. We look around and see only the evidence of our own limitations, the finality of our situation. But that is never the end of the story. Our perspective is finite, a single page in a magnificent, sprawling epic. Where we see a period, God is writing a new chapter. His narrative is not bound by our fears or our perceived failures. He is the author of hope, the master of the unexpected plot twist. He sees the towering walls we face, walls of grief, of failure, of fear, and He doesn't just help us climb over them. God has a way of turning those very walls into pathways. With a word, He can command a gate to appear where there was only solid stone, transforming an impassable barrier into a grand entrance. He looks upon the barren deserts of our souls, the dry, lonely places where we feel nothing can grow, and He promises to make rivers flow. A spring of living water that quenches our deepest thirst and brings life to the desolate ground. And the obstacles that trip us, the very stones that make us stumble and fall, in His hands, they are repurposed. They become the stepping stones that allow us to cross treacherous waters and ascend to higher ground, stronger and more sure-footed than before. So you see, what feels like a dead end is often the very place where God begins something new and beautiful. It is in the dark soil of our hardship that the most resilient seeds of faith begin to sprout. A seed must be buried in darkness before it can reach for the light. Your current struggle is not your final destination, it is the fertile ground for a miracle. Take a moment. Think of the times in your past when you were certain you couldn't move forward, when the night seemed endless. Remember the fear, the uncertainty, and now, look. Yet here you are. You survived. More than that, you grew. That wasn't luck or sheer willpower, that was grace. Grace carried you then, a gentle, unseen current guiding you through the storm, and that same grace, unwavering and eternal, will carry you again. This is not a new promise, it is an ancient truth echoed throughout history. It is the same God who parted the Red Sea, making a way where there was no way. The same God who commanded the storm to be still, bringing peace to the chaos. The same God who opened prison doors for His servants, breaking chains of iron and despair. He is the God who fed thousands with a boy's small lunch, proving that our little is much in His hands. He is the God who turns the water of our ordinary lives into the wine of celebration, who calls forth light from the deepest darkness. This powerful miracle-working God has not changed. He has not forgotten you. The hand that calmed the sea is the same hand that holds your life. Trust that He is working even now, turning your struggle into a story of His strength. Consider the very beginning when all was formless and void and darkness covered the face of the deep. Out of that profound emptiness, a single powerful voice spoke, "Let there be light," and creation itself burst forth in radiant glory. The God who brought light out of darkness. He is the same God who walks with you right now. He is not a distant deity, but a present companion, whose presence is a light within your own moments of darkness, doubt, and fear. Think of the heroes of faith. Abraham, called to a land he did not know. Joseph, sold into slavery, forgotten in a dungeon, yet all the while being positioned to save a nation. In their long seasons of waiting, in the deafening silence where it seemed nothing was happening, God was meticulously at work. Even when you can't see the way forward, when your prayers seem to hang unanswered, remember that God is working in the silence. He is shaping you, preparing you, and orchestrating your story with divine wisdom. He is the master weaver, and your life is His sacred tapestry. From our limited view, we may only see a chaotic tangle of threads, the pains, the delays, the unanswered questions. But from His heavenly perspective, every thread has a purpose. He is weaving together details you cannot yet imagine, blending sorrow with joy to create a masterpiece that reveals His glory. He is aligning people, moments, and opportunities for the perfect time, just as He prepared Queen Esther to save her people for such a time as this. His timing is not our timing. We see the ticking clock and can grow anxious. But His hand is never late, and His promise never fails. The promises He made throughout generations have always come to pass, and the promises He has whispered to your heart are just as secure. He is faithful. So rest in this truth. You do not walk alone. The good shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one is the same shepherd who guides you through the darkest valleys and protects you with his staff. The one who goes before you already knows the road ahead. He has mapped out every turn, every challenge, and every victory. He is your lighthouse in the fog, your guide through the wilderness. You don't need to see the entire journey. He simply asks for your trust for the next step. His word is a lamp for your feet, a light for your path. He lights each step, one moment at a time. So breathe deeply, release the need to understand it all. Let the peace that surpasses all understanding settle in your heart, a quiet assurance that you are held, loved, and being led safely home. In the quiet moments of your life, when the path ahead is shrouded in mist and the future feels like an unwritten page, it is natural to feel a sense of unease. The human heart craves certainty, a map for the journey. But it is precisely in these seasons of waiting, in the heart of uncertainty, and in the vast expanse of the unknown, that a deeper invitation is extended to you. An invitation to trust. Trust that God is with you, holding your hand even when you cannot feel his grip. He is the silent companion in your waiting room, the steady light in your moments of confusion. Remember the stories of old. Think of Abraham, called to leave his home for a land he had never seen, or Moses leading a nation through a wilderness with only a promise. Their journeys were filled with unknowns, yet they moved forward because they held on to that promise. He has promised to guide you, and he will not fail. This same promise echoes through the ages and finds its way to your heart today. When the voices of doubt and fear grow loud, turn to the anchor of his word. It is a lamp for your feet and a light for your path. His word stands forever, unchanging and true, a steadfast fortress in a world of shifting sands. Now, take a deep breath. Quiet the noise around you and within you. Let this be more than just a thought. Let it become a conviction. Repeat these words in your spirit. God will make a way for me, even when I cannot see it. This is the anthem of faith. It doesn't deny the reality of the obstacles, but it declares a greater reality, that the God who parted the Red Sea is still creating pathways where none exist. He is the master architect of the impossible. Hold on to that truth today. Cling to it like a life raft in a stormy sea, carry it into tomorrow. This is what it means to walk in faith, not by sight. Sight shows you the mountain, faith tells you it can be moved. Sight shows you the storm, faith reminds you of the one who can calm the waves. You are called to a higher way of seeing, a spiritual vision that looks beyond the immediate to the ultimate. Because the one who created the universe, who scattered the stars across the heavens and knows each one by name, is not a distant deity. He is intimately involved in the details of your life. He is also creating a path just for you. This is not a generic road. It is a path designed specifically for your journey, your purpose, your destiny. Every twist and turn has been crafted with you in mind, leading you not only to your destination, but also closer to him. Trust the process, trust the promise, trust the pathfinder. And when the way opens, because it will, you will look back and see that every step, every delay, and every moment of waiting was preparing you for the blessing ahead. Sometimes God's delays are not denials, but preparations. He is growing something in you that will be worth the wait. Every pressure, every trial is creating something precious within you. Just as nature has seasons, so does your spiritual journey. What looks like an ending is often a new beginning in disguise. Your breakthrough season is coming. So breathe deeply, rest in his presence, let his peace wash over you like gentle waves. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders, your mind, your heart. You are in the presence of the Almighty, and you are safe. Like a child held securely in loving arms, you are held by perfect love. He will lift you up on wings like eagles. You will run and not grow weary, walk and not be faint. His strength will become your strength, his grace will be your daily portion. And remember, God will make a way even when you can't see it. Your path is already prepared, your victory is already won. Go forward in faith, knowing that you are never alone. The God who has brought you this far will carry you all the way home. Amen.